So, hello students. I'm Cynthia from GEMS Polytechnic College. I'm going to see the subject called estimating and costing. Okay. So, in this lecture 4, we are going to see about what is detailed estimate. Okay. So, in this lecture, we have to fully see about detailed estimate and the types of detailed estimate and how to do a detailed estimate. Okay. So, in this lecture, we are going to see. So what are the content of the lecture? Okay, so the first one is detailed estimate. Okay, we are going to see brief about the detailed estimate. Okay, so the what are the types of detailed estimate, then what are the uses of detailed estimate, then item rate estimate, revised estimate, supplementary estimate, revised and supplementary estimate, maintenance and repair estimate. Okay, so these five are the types of detailed estimate. So in this lecture we are going to just see the what is detailed estimate and the brief explanation about the detailed estimate and how to produce a detailed estimate, and what are the types of detailed estimate, and in detail with the we are going to learn detail in about the all the types of detailed estimate and the uses of detailed estimate. Okay, so the next slide, detailed estimate. Okay, so detailed estimate is prepared after its complete set of drawings are ready. Okay, to do a detailed estimate, detailed means it is an accurate estimate, right? So for calculating each items of work and also the quantities of each items of work and cost, we need to do an accurate estimate like a detailed estimate. We need a set of drawings, okay, so that we can calculate in a correct way. Okay, so the quantities of various items of work are worked out from such drawings and are multiplied by the present rates of items of work to arrive at the estimated cost of the work. Okay, so it is an accurate estimate and consists of working out the quantities of each items of work and also the cost of the work. Okay, so the detailed estimate is nothing but it is an accurate estimate that consisting of working out the quantities of each items of work. Okay, so the same thing. Okay, estimation means calculating the quantities of each items of work and also the cost, right? So here in the detailed estimate, approximate means we can just assume and say, okay, depends upon our judgment and experience skill. We can just approximately say, okay, the cost of the structure. But here we are going to study detailing about the each item, how much quantities we are going to use, and also the cost, right? So for this purpose we need the whole drawing, okay, whole plan and section and everything about the building. Okay, so the dimensions, length, breadth and height of each item are taken out correctly from drawing, and the quantity of each item is determined. Okay, so after that abstracting and building is done. Okay, so it is prepared in two stages. Okay, the first one is detail of measurement and calculation of quantities. Okay, so the second thing is abstract of estimated cost. So, okay, so the detail of measurement of each item of work are taken out from the plan and drawings and calculated in the measurement sheet. Okay, so first we have to first the plan design. Okay, the design, plan and drawings of the building is we need, so that from that we can take how much material we are using, then what is the quantity of items we are going to use in that project. Okay, so the detailed measurements we are going to take from the plans and drawings. Okay, and after that we have to enter the how much items you are going to use. So we are going to enter into a measurement sheet. Okay, so in the first lecture itself I have shown what is measurement sheet, right? So we have to enter the overall description about items of work and the cost. We have to enter into that measurement sheet. Okay, so after that the abstract is prepared by determining the cost of each items of work. the rates of different items are taken from the schedule of rates. So first we have to calculate the quantities of each items of work, right? So after that we have to find the cost of each items of work. Okay, so we have to take the cost from the current year rates. Okay, so how much the material, for example, if we take aggregate means, so aggregate 1 kg aggregate means for example 20 kg aggregate means, so in the current year 2020, depend upon the schedule of rates, we have to take that price. Okay, we have to take the cost of material in the according to the current rates. Okay, so after that we have to enter all the details in the measurement sheets. We have to through this detailed estimate, we can easily get how much, what are the materials, what are the items you are going to use, what are the machines or things we are going to use, then how much quantities of items we are going to use, and also what are the cost of each items. Okay, the total cost. Okay, that also we can easily get by doing this detailed estimate. Okay, so factors to be considered while preparing a detailed estimate. So quantity and transportation of materials, location of site, then local labor charges. Okay, so quantity and transportation of material means, if you're doing a big project, the requirements of material is more. Okay, so such bulk volume of materials will be purchased, and it can be transported definitely at a cheaper rate. Then we have to consider location. The site of the work we have to select, so that it should reduce damage or in transit during loading, unloading and stocking of materials. Okay, that we can control the damages. Okay, if you are from at the start of at the initial stage itself, if you have selected the location of site means, the damages will get reduced. Then local labor charges. The skill, suitability and wages of local laborers are considered while preparing the detailed estimate. Okay, so how to produce a detailed estimation? Okay, so the detailed estimation utilizes a complete design of a project. Okay, so first thing we have to calculate the quantities. Okay, second thing we have to estimate each task. Okay, so after that the final stages we can produce project estimation. Okay, so how to calculate the quantities. So each project task is estimated by calculating the quantity of resources, materials, tools and incidentals necessarily to perform the task. Okay, first thing is we have to calculate, if you're doing a project means, we have to calculate how much quantities, how much equipments, how much material and tools and equipments we are going to use in that project. That quantities is must for first. Okay, first one is we have to calculate the quantities. Then the second one is estimate each work. Okay, so the parametric techniques are used to estimate the task. Expert judgment is also, we have to consult that also when it is applicable. Okay, we have to ask expert judgment also. Okay, estimate each task, that is the second one. After that we can easily produce the third one is we can produce project estimate. Okay, so each task estimate is rolled up into an overall project estimate. Okay, so how to produce a detailed estimate means, first we have to calculate the quantities, second we have to estimate each task, and the third one is we have to produce the project estimate. Okay, so types of detailed estimate and its uses. Okay, so there are various types of detailed estimate which are prepared under various conditions. So these can be prepared for a original new construction work as well as for renovation of any structure or building. Okay, so this detailed estimation can be done for the original new, if you are newly starting a construction, or else if you want to renovate. Okay, renovate some structure. Okay, we have to do some alteration in the building also. We can use this detailed estimate. Okay, So this estimate gives accurate amount of quantity of items of work and cost required for construction of building. Okay, so in the detailed estimate, you can the main specialty in doing a detailed estimate is we can get accurate amount of quantity of items. Okay, so that is the thing we can easily get. So types of detailed estimate. So these are the types of detailed estimate. There are various types of detailed estimate. Okay, the first type is item rate estimate. Second one is revised estimate. Third one is supplementary estimate. Fourth is supplementary and revised estimate. Then the final one is annual repair and maintenance estimate. Okay. So what are the uses of detailed estimate? Okay, quantity of various items of work is known. Okay, to invite a tender for a work, to know the cost of a project, to know the cost of each items of work. So these are the main uses of by doing the detailed estimate. Okay, if you are doing a detailed estimate means we have the accurate quantity of various items of work we are going to use in that project. Then we can know the cost of the project. Then we can easily know the cost of each item of work also. Okay, so these are the uses of detailed estimate. So the first type is item rate estimate, right? Okay, this is the first method. Okay, so item rate estimate means what? It is a process of working out the cost or rate per unit of each item. Okay, so while preparing a detailed estimate of new work, various steps are required to be followed by an estimator, like knowing the various items to be executed, then study of drawings, then study of specifications, and rate of various items. Okay, so if you are doing a detailed estimate means the estimator should know the knowledge about they should have a knowledge about what are the study of drawings. They should have a knowledge about a drawing of the buildings, then the specifications of the buildings, and the rate of various items of work. Okay, that also they should have knowledge. We should have a knowledge about it. Then for a new work, all the items must be described in the measurement sheet using specifications, and their quantities of work shall be calculated according to dimensions given in drawings. Okay, so we have to enter all the items, how much items we are going to use. So all the then the what are the items we are going to use, and what are the quantities of items we are going to use, we have to enter in the measurement sheet. Okay, as per the drawing we have to enter in the measurement sheet. So in preparing this, the rate of material and labor are obtained from the current standard of rates. And while the quantities of material and labor required for one unit of item are taken from standard data book. Okay, so in preparing this, the rate of material and labor we have to get from the current standard of rates. Okay, that cost. Okay, cost of the material and labor we can easily get to the current standard rates. Okay, then the quantity of material and labor required for one unit of items we can get through the standard data book. Okay, okay. Then for example, if you want to prepare all estimate of a new road, if you are going to do estimate for road means the various items we have, like we have to first clear the site, then construction of subgrade, separate levels we have, right, to do to construct a road. Okay, so first we have to clear the site. After that we have to after that the construction of subgrade level, then subbase, then base course, then wearing coat, milestone, so etc. Right, we have more steps in doing doing a construction of a road. For example, if you are doing a detailed estimate for new residential building, means first we have to clear the site, then we have to remove the bushes, then leveling the plot, then excavation work, the excavation of foundation below ground and leveling the trenches dug with the compaction, watering and termite proofing if any. Okay, so excavation work we have to have a knowledge about it. Then PCC. Okay, PCC bedding below foundation. PCC means it is nothing but the plain cement concrete, right? So it is used as a construction material used as a used for a binding purpose, right? So PCC bedding below foundation. So first we should have a knowledge about PCC bedding. Okay, then UCR masonry in CM, that is a ratio of 1:5 in plinth foundation with laying, curing, etc. Okay, so UCR means uncoarse random stone masonry. Okay, so then BBM means bitumen bound macadam. Okay, it is used for a strengthening purpose. So BBM in superstructure with the laying bricks, checking line and levels of laying mortars and curing, etc. and complete. Okay, then RCC slab, reinforced cement concrete slab of 150 mm thick in M20 grade of concrete with the laying of reinforcement, checking, fixing, formwork, then concreting, compacting, curing, etc. Okay, so these are the procedure. Okay, these are the procedure for doing a construction work, right? So all these works, while doing a detailed estimate, the estimator should have a knowledge about all the types of all the works. Okay, all the separate for example PCC work, excavation work, we should have a knowledge about each and every works, and we should have a detailed description about every work. Okay, so that we can easily do a detailed estimation. Okay, so the next first type is item rate estimate, right? So the second one is revised estimate. Okay, so revised estimate means what? It is also a detailed estimate. It is prepared. It is prepared. The revised estimate is prepared under any one of the following circumstances. Okay, the first one is when the original sanction estimate exceeded or likely to exceed more than 5%. Okay, if the sanctioned amount, okay, sanctioned estimated amount is exceeded more than 5% means we have to do a revised estimate. Then when the expenditure of work exceeds or likely to exceed the amount of administrative sanction by more than 10%. So expenditure means how much amount we spend in the project. That expenditure, okay, how much we are spending for the project exceeds more than 10% means we have to revise we have to do a revised estimate. Okay, when there is a material deviation from the original proposal, even though the cost may be met from the sanctioned amount. If we have a material deviation also, if we need to we should have more materials, or else the equipment cost is higher. Many reasons are there, right? So for these reasons we have to do a revised estimate. We have to again revise the estimate we have already given to the administration. Okay, so three reasons, because of three reasons we have to do a revised estimate. First one is when the original sanction estimate is exceeded more than 5% means we have to do. Then the second one is when the expenditure of work is more than 10% means we have to do that, again do the revised estimate, and because of the material deviation. Okay, for these three reasons we have to again do a revised estimate. Okay, then supplementary estimate. Supplementary estimating is nothing but it is used for additional works. Okay, so it is also a detailed estimate and is prepared when additional work is required to supplement the original work. Okay, if you are constructing a building means if you are interested to do the additional work, but you haven't planned in the estimation means we have to do a supplementary estimate. Okay, so when further development is required during the progress of work, a fresh detailed estimate is prepared for additional work. We have to again prepare a detailed estimate for the additional works. Okay, so finally the supplementary amount is shown separately in the abstract along with the original amount for sanction. Okay, first we have original amount of sanction, where we got the sanction for the original amount. We already designed, already planned the detailed estimation. Okay, we have already got the sanction. But supplementary estimate means if you need to add the additional work means okay, for that purpose only that supplementary estimate is we have to do the supplementary estimate. Okay, that we have to enter the details in separately. Okay, separately in the measurement sheet or something. Okay, we have to again do that. Okay, so for that purpose only, for the additional work purpose, the supplementary estimate is used. That abstract shows originate amount and the total amount of sanction required, okay, including the supplementary amount. Okay, so that is about supplementary estimate. Then the next one is revised and supplementary estimate. Okay, so when it is used, when the work is practically abandoned and the estimate cost of the remaining work is less than, okay, the estimated cost of the work is less than 95% of the original work or less than 90% means of the sanctioned amount. Okay, means we have to do this revised and supplementary estimation we are going to do. Okay, if the cost is less than the, okay, sanctioned amount, the cost is less than the cost is 95% or 90% less than the sanctioned amount means we need to do this revised and supplementary estimate. Okay, then the amount of original estimate is revised by the competent authority. A supplementary and revised estimate is prepared and fresh technical sanction of the competent authority is obtained. Okay, so here we will have original estimate and also the total amount of sanction including that supplementary amount. Okay, that is for revised and supplementary estimate. So differentiate between revised estimate and supplementary estimate. Okay, so revised estimate means it is prepared when the original sanctioned estimate exceeds more than 5%. So supplementary estimate is prepared for the additional work. Okay, it is prepared, so revised estimate is prepared when there is material deviation from the original proposal. So supplementary estimate means it is prepared when some items are excluded or additional items are uncharged in a work, means we have to do the supplementary estimate. Then the third one is it is required to be sanctioned by the engineer in charge. So here also the in case of supplementary estimate, it is required to be sanctioned from the engineer in charge. Okay. So the last one is maintenance and repair estimate. So this is a detailed estimate and is prepared to maintain a structure. Okay, for maintaining the structure purpose only, this estimate is used. Okay, to in order to save the, okay, in order to have a good building, okay, proper order and then safe conditioned building, we are going to do this estimate. Okay, for buildings, this includes like whitewashing, color washing, painting, minor repairs. Okay, for these details, we are going to do this one. Okay, for if we have a road work, means we are going to do maintenance and repair estimate for road work, means it includes like patchwork, renewals, repair of bridges. Okay, patchwork means we have so many techniques like for example throw and roll patching technique, then semi permanent patching technique. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, the cost, okay, the cost incurred to bring an asset back to an earlier condition, okay, or to keep the asset operating at its present condition. Okay, that is for maintenance and repair estimate. Why we are doing the maintenance and repair estimate means the cost incurred to bring the asset back to an earlier condition. Okay, we have to maintain that present condition of building. Okay, for that purpose only this method, this estimate is we are using. Okay, so for annual repair of building, 1 to 1.5% of the original construction cost of the whole building is provided. Okay, so for annual repairs, annually they are doing repair works for every road construction or something. Okay, so for that 1 to 1.5% of the original construction cost of the whole building they are giving. Okay, then these estimates may be based on the time of repairs, like quadrennial repair estimates. Quadrennial repair estimate means it will long last for 4 years. Okay, it is done for every 4 years. Okay, then the special repair means it is something to restore by replacing a part. That's normal repair work. Okay, then Then differentiate between approximate estimate and detailed estimate. Okay, approximate estimate means it is a rough estimate. Detailed estimate means it is an accurate estimate. So the purpose of approximate estimate means it gives fairly good idea. Okay, then detailed estimate means it will fairly give accurate idea. Okay, so in case of the work of public utility, the approximate estimate becomes very much useful in framing tax schedules. So in case of detailed estimate means to work out what material and kind of laborers, number of kind of equipments, the period for their use required for the project. So this is about the difference between the approximate and detailed estimate. So in this session we have seen detailed estimate and the types of detailed estimate, then the uses. Okay, these are the types of detailed estimate, like item rate estimate, revised and supplementary, maintenance and repair estimate. Okay, so with this we can stop this lecture. In the next session we will continue with the problems on plinth area rate method. Okay. So these are the books we need to refer for this subject. So that's it for lecture 4. Thank you.